In this video, we are going to learn about something agile and the other project management. We are going to discuss on all the project management techniques. Okay, so we are going to see here some disadvantages, and where we can use those methodologies as per the project requirements. Okay, we are going to learn those techniques and things. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify our doubts. So, the agile approach is often considered the superior option when compared to opposing the project management methodologies. Okay, let's take a look at some examples I have given here. So, just go ahead with all the examples together. Okay, so we are going to see here the first example and the differentiation in between agile versus waterfall. Right? So, waterfall is perhaps the most well known traditional methodology in the project management. It allows and follows a structured linear process where each task must be completed before moving on the other next one task. Okay, so though this methodology might be perfectly suitable for a long term projects like 5 years or 10 years, some projects were there, so they will sign the contract like that. So example is a construction one. So it would not work in fast paced software developments. Okay, so currently in today's market, today's world, we are using some apps. So in those app creations and the developments require the agile methodology, because we are giving the features, new features to the users without shutdown or without any taken the downtime for the users, okay, to release those features in the world. Okay, so that time we require the agile one. So in this waterfall environment where clients regularly change their minds and insist on new deliverables, we can see we can use the agile one. Okay, so take US media giant NPR example I have given here. So the organization made the switch from the waterfall to agile to avoid undesirable consequences, such as the situation where the final goals differed completely from what we was outlined at the beginning of the project. Okay, as they were not even sure what the project they wanted to build. Correct. This condition may happen. So the waterfall method of creating a fully defined plan simply did not fit there. So this is why they opted the agile to allow more flexibility in their processes. So we have taken the example for the waterfall model as a construction site, and the another example we have taken that for US media joined that NPR. Okay, which are using the agile one. So next one is the agile versus lean. So lean methodology takes a streamlined approach, okay, and aim to eliminate unnecessary wastage. There are clear similarities between agile and lean, including a focus on a customer satisfaction and fast delivery. So this is the common benefits we are getting in agile and lean. However, it could be argued that agile has an advantage in terms of structure. The previously stated agile is far more flexible, okay, than its traditional counterparts, okay, but it still offer a desirable sense of structure organization as seen with its clearly defined roles, regular meetings, and the systematic reviews. Okay, there is feedback loop and all those things. So this level of discipline makes agile easier to implement than the lean, which is more focused on the culture thinking within an organization. A lean theory is not as tangible as agile's versatility, structure, and may be more challenging to put into practice. Okay, so that's why we are using agile instead of lean. Got it? Yeah. So the next one is the agile versus Prince 2. So Prince 2, that is project in controlled environments. Okay, that is support, we can say. Support thing is database support, and those are many supports are there, right? Application support and those things, they require the Prince 2 certification. You always aware of, you always asked about that, right, in the job description. So what exactly that Prince 2 require, where that will get fit, that is projects in controlled environment. You know how it is going to work with that environment. Okay. So it's a methodology that characteristic by product based planning. Okay, yeah, it uses a structured project board for a high level activities while a project manager looks after a day-to-day operations. Prince 2 is useful for higher management, but it lacks the emphasis on delivery the agile has. Correct? We are doing the faster delivery, right? In within 2 weeks or 1 month or something. Okay, deployments. Right? So Agile does not follow a predictive plan-based method as a Prince 2 also having does. Okay. So instead of Agile team focus on delivering working software to customer at the end of every sprint and use the feedback to inform their development process. This short-term approach makes Agile far more adaptable to consumer needs. Okay. So this is all about the differentiation in between the project management methodologies versus the agile. Just go through this video once so that you can get the clarification between the all the certifications exam and the use of these project management technologies, okay, as per the project requirements. If any concerns, any issues, just comment in below. Thank you.